So you had to save a woman from being shot in handcuffs from the senator? Are we hearing that right now?
I did everything I can to save her life. That's all I have
No,
to say.
you're such a hero, Axel. But why are we having to
I am a war hero, thank you.
Why are we having to save from the senator? Why are we having to do that?
Because the Senate is the law. That's why.
No, it sounds like the Senate is a murderous, dictatorous bastard. I don't care. I'll be honest.
Well, the senator is your boss's boss, and if you don't like it, then you should quit. That's how it is.
I'm not gonna roll over and quit to a dictator. I'll be honest.
Then we should come together and start pushing for legislations and laws within our city, so one can have absolute power.
Are you guys crazy? We're talking about a man who has absolute power over our entire department. This isn't a game of like, oh, maybe we can. If you want to start a movement, a public movement and protest, such as you're right. But in this police department, we have bosses. And if you expect a deputy to listen to you without question, how can you say the same? How can you talk like this to a senator? How can you sit here and say, I question what the senator does, when you would be downright offended, and you are, about Brian himself, Dark? That's hypocritical. I don't care.
Because when we go out and face the consequences, the senator's not going to be there. When those people get out of jail and start killing officers over and over and over again, it's not going to be the senator on the front line fucking taking the brunt of the damage. It's not.
It's
going
not,
to be us.
but it's always been that way. And this is the job we signed up for. There were people trying to kill us
we
before
have the
that
right
warden.
to not be happy about that and try and do something about it.
You can do what you want, but you can't speak ill about your superior officers. That's always been a rule in this police department. You can be frustrated. You cannot like the job, but the door has always been there. You're not here by force. The reality of the situation is we have bosses. That's my boss right there at the podium. He's your boss too. But his boss is saying do something. I'm not saying no. I'm saying when. If I don't have to like it, I can go home in my personal life and moan to my friends. I can go home and express my that I don't like it. But as long as I work here, I have to be okay with what I'm doing, or I should quit.
Then I guess I should
I'm not
quit.
sure. Okay.
Chief of Police, Elizabeth, come back over here. Jesus Christ. Elizabeth.
I'm not sure I agree with that, Owen. Honestly, if I did something...
Chief of Police, Elizabeth Reed, I need to talk to you. We need you back there. I need you back there. This police department needs you back there, okay? This city is going to get turned upside down, Elizabeth. And we need leaders to stick around.
It's already happening, and we're fucking sitting down there talking about whether people should have the ability to strike rather than just getting to the fucking point. What happened over there was fucking disgusting. I don't care whether it was a Senate order or not. We have police officers. We still have morals.
And I don't disagree, right? And that's why I'm telling everybody, let's come together and find a solution to this problem, so we don't go down the same path we went down to in the past. That has been the biggest problem, is we look the other way, or we let things happen and people get away with it, but there's nothing set or done to prevent this same measures from happening again and again and again. I'm trying to push for something like that. That way, if something does happen, we can hold people accountable.
I don't know. I didn't become a cop to fucking sit there and talk about war tactics and whatnot, and the fact that I'm being asked to just allow someone to fucking cause that amount of damage to a police department is crazy.
It wasn't the PD's fight in the first place, Chief of Police, and I've said this multiple times, but like the sheriff has said, things have happened. We're trying to make the best out of it. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't agree with half of it, but I understand that my job is to fix these problems with what I have and make the best out of it so we can move forward, so progress can be made.
Give me a minute. I just need to think about something.
Absolutely. All right. I'll see you downstairs.